spinning a fairy tale about our happy cheese-making future.
And again, there is a lot of back and forth in this episode, so I'll continue with the threads. First, the Gate trilogy. You wouldn't take much of an investigation to realize the fact that Dark Elf didn't kill the French, and Gaydal does just that.
Those aren't stab wounds on his body, and this whole thing is a complete mess.
But from far away, which makes everything he says an assumption.
You don't do messy.
Yes, she does. The plot keeps saving her. Lackluster is not very happy with the answer, but he begrudgingly retracts his accusations. He also gives up the heist. In spite of having enough magic grenades to blow a hole in the fabric of reality, he doesn't want to deal with the crazy happening outside, even if it is for the sake of a friend. But Gaydal convinces him to stay, using promises of fame he won't have, considering the situation, and using emotional manipulation, leveraging the relationship they don't have.
Lachlan?
Because common conversations are not tantamount to attraction.
But until we know who's responsible for all this, I'm holding on to the circle thing.
Circulum.
It's literally the same thing. They hide Matt's body and proceed to search for the others, having to carve their way through zombies using their incredible abilities, called plot. You see, zombies having swords does not mean they know what to do with them, especially because these are demons inhabiting corpses. Meaning, it all makes sense. The trio wins and continue on their way only to find impact marks around the hallway, and Dark Elf correctly assumes this is Dingadong's work.
That looks like Quidian's work.
Based on what, exactly? You barely know each other. The entire journey here was filled with nothing. How could you possibly tell?
More elemental magic? Like explosions.
They decide to go after ex-girlfriend instead, since the evidence points to Dingadong likely being in a better situation.
She must have been on her way back when she got attacked by something.
Relatively speaking, at the vault, a magic gate blocks the entrance, and ex-girlfriend is locked inside, and she can't get out. She tried everything, absolutely everything. I'm sure she even tried to focus her telekinesis on the stone walls around the gate, or on the gate itself, using the Lyrium Dingadong bot, which is used to power mages. And it didn't work, so now Lackluster and Gaydal need to hold off the zombies, while Dark Elf tries to find a way to free her ex, like using her daggers to break through the solid ground under the magical gate.
You're only dulling her blades and—
The hell are they made of?
We can't hold them off forever.
You shouldn't be able to hold at all. The plot is keeping you alive, not your skills.
maybe we can blast it. Not if you want me to stay in one piece too.
No. Put a few grenades by the side of the gate, surround it with her telekinesis to focus the blow, and see what happens. You can try. Ex-girlfriend says they need to complete the mission and stop Matt, thinking he escaped, but actually he didn't. So now she desperately wants them to take it to Kirkwall, the copy-pasted city from Dragon Age 2. Dark Elf is hesitant, but X really wants her to do it, so now she has to choose. Suddenly, everything starts shaking, and a loud noise comes from the vault.
What is that?
What do you think?
Nothing. He doesn't know what it is. Why would he guess anything? The place is shaking because the dragon statue inside the vault is an actual petrified dragon. And its chains are already giving away. How exactly is anyone supposed to be safe in this building? But Dark Elf can't give up, so Gaydal grabs the grenades from Lackluster in the most obnoxious attempt to pretend there is anything between them and throws it at the zombies. He's flirting while the creatures that are allegedly getting faster make their way here, now followed by lesser demons. So now the show needs to stretch the hallway to give them enough time to escape the explosion. Wow. Meanwhile, Dark Elf is still trying to save ex-girlfriend. Fortunately, she can't, so X accepts her fate.
What are you doing? Saving you.
And goes in the direction of the dragon, acting like she's hurt and in pain, even though she drank a healing potion earlier. And Dark Elf should be able to see she's not bleeding, so is that part of the lie?
I offered Rosarin a deal.
Oops! Spoilers.
We'll get to that. And with that, the trio make their way to the exit, that somehow isn't destroyed after that colossal explosion. Second, and now in Kunari. Isn't it nice? The pride, sorrow, or fear demons were not used for the defense system, can you imagine how bad this could have gone? She managed to shake off the rage demon by leaving some guards to deal with it.
Shit.
However, the zombies continue to chase her, all the way to a small hallway somewhere in the castle, where she proceeds to collapse a part of the ceiling on them, as she is still near the area. Lucky the whole thing didn't fall on her. Before she can continue her escape, screams echo from the opposite way, and instead of assuming they're coming from the guards and leaving them to their fate, as she done before, she correctly assumes they are coming from the slaves, so she goes there to help, with the power of slow motion and reality bending on her side.
Oh, Maker's titties! Why are there so damn many of you?
Titties. Maker's titties. Really? She grabs a sharp metal stick
I need that!
and embeds it in the head of the closest zombie, the one that doesn't disintegrate immediately like the others do, and casts one big lightning spell on the rod, which kills all the zombies behind it, saving the elves. If lightning strikes metal, it won't turn it into a Tesla coil. The metal will simply conduct the electricity, and if you touch it, you get zapped. The zombies are all close to each other, just cast the spell. What a stupid scene.
Welcome! Thank you! Okay, that's actually a little offensive.
Oh, go suck the Maker's balls. And finally third, the Tevinter Triforce. Erza and Lazari are walking somewhere with a bunch of soldiers, when another one appears and makes them aware of the seals in the cathedral, forcing a change of plans. Starting with Lazari being kept in a secure location, because the defense system will not attack anyone in secure locations. Tell that to the dragon. She will go to the cathedral with the soldiers, while Ben watches Lazari, who managed to stay put for a few minutes before the complaints begin.
So in light of this threat to the Imperium, I order you to let me pass.
He's your zombie, just tell him to move.
Idiotic!
Meanwhile, Erza and her men are fighting zombies, and their attempts to humanize the soldiers, like Guardsman Matt Mercer over here,
Remember my drill mates trying so hard to rip me to pieces.
is incredibly undermined by 1. Her super strength,
Strike it down!
2. The zombie's abilities being hyper inconsistent, and 3. My incapacity to care.
First rule of combat, Guardsman. Never take your eyes off the enemy.
Did you not train them to deal with the defense system in case it goes haywire? You know what it does to some degree, so being ready for it should be first priority.
One last push!
Aren't you supposed to be good at your job? They reach the cathedral, and Guardsman Matt forgets his helmet, right before they engage with more zombies and a rage demon. So good luck.
Shield wall!
Meanwhile, the dragon thrashing around finally drives Lazare into using his magic to move Ben, and even take him as an escort.
If you want to protect me, then follow me. This way.
He could have done that from the very beginning, so why wait that long? If you want to go to the circle, the sooner you go, the less likely it is for Erza to catch you. Idiot. Cut back to Erza and they are still trying to create characters out of the soldiers, so you can care about them. She toppled a pride demon with a mallet. Are you kidding me? They win!
Forward to Mentor!
And she orders the soldiers to go find the culprits, and Guardsman Matt goes off. Obviously, he'll be the one to find them. And now the threads converge. The trio are halfway to the secret exit when Dingadong joins them, and they continue to run together, while obviously, Guardsman Matt sees it all. They give the TLDR to her and open the secret way out, only to find soldiers in the other side, which on paper it wouldn't happen if Dark Elf hadn't run. But even then, why? They couldn't have been here at any point before Erza defeated the Rage Demon, because the secret exit was caved in until Dark Elf cleaned it. Why would they even come here? And if that was the case, how did they even get here so fast? Especially considering the more immediate threat. Why are they just standing on the incredibly narrow passage? And how come Ding Dong doesn't zap them immediately and save everyone? I do not have answers beyond plot. The fight, that the soldiers obviously lost, delays them long enough for Guardsman Matt to get here.
Stop right there!
Criminal scum!
Put the bow down, kid. There are too many of us to shoot at once.
As if that's an impossibility in this universe. But before he can do me a favor, he gets knocked out by Lazare, whom he brought here. Mind you, he was the one that warned Erza about the seals, so he saw her tell Lazare to stay in the secure location, and that has not changed. They just coincidentally met halfway through, and Guardsman Matt just kinda forgot what she said, because they want Lazare and Dark Elf to meet, at any cost. Funnier than that, though, is the fact that if the show tried to make Lazare look any more evil, they would shove the script in your face, instead of the usual burning.
Welcome home, sister.